This week on Jawns, we talk about the 76ers starting off hot against Toronto, and hopefully they can keep it up. We also move into the not-so-hot Philadelphia Phillies, and hopefully that they can bring it back if we're worried or not, and when's it too soon to start worrying? And then also we return with the game, the Phillies walk-up song, and Dunphy does a little better than he did last week. We hope you enjoy this episode, and if you do, please like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the show.
My fault.
Hello and welcome in to Jawns. I'm Sam Stafford with my co-host Dunphy, and we are Jawns. 10-9-8, baby.
76ers.
Oh, a little harmony right there.
Like
I like it.
I
But
hit the high notes.
oh, good, because I'm more of a alto, I think it is. So I hit the lower notes. We got a good system going here. We'll test it out sometime. But the 76ers are up on the Toronto Raptors 2-0, baby.
2-0.
What a shocker this
Who would have
was.
thought?
Not you,
No.
because you said Sixers in 7.
Yeah, I think I gave them too much credit.
Honestly, though, I think it's always safer as Philadelphia fans to be pessimists going into situations like this.
It's crazy because I feel like sometimes I'm overconfident, and then there's times when obviously I'm not overconfident, and here we are, we're up 2-0, and the only thing in my mind is possible sweep or we're ending that shit in 5 in Philly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's one thing I have it written down. I originally said Sixers in 6, but I would be A-okay with Sixers in 5.
With 4. I'm cool with that.
Oh, I don't
get to
think
the next year is healthy. I'm with it all.
Yeah, 100%. And if they get some extra time to rest.
But we go back to Toronto. We lose Thibault. That's a bench piece we're missing out on.
Good point.
So, obviously Nick Nurse is complaining the whole series. It's so obvious. And then we go to Toronto, and who knows? They might start getting some calls that we were getting that they weren't getting. And do I think it's going to happen? No. From the way the series is going, I think it ends, like I just said, in 4 or 5, the way it's headed. They might steal a game. But I honestly, truly believe if we win game 3 tomorrow, which I think we're going to, the series is over in 4. They're going to have no heart for game 4.
Really? So I think that we are going to split in Toronto.
Okay.
But I don't know if I think they're going to win tomorrow. Just a little FYI.
It's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. So when we say tomorrow, we mean actually today, Wednesday, when you guys are hearing this. But yeah, I think
I'm not going to keep telling you that every week.
I know. Just know that we record on Tuesdays, guys. Okay. But no, I think that they're going to split in Toronto. And then Sixers in 5 is looking really good to finish it out here next Monday night.
What a game to go to.
I know.
Is it Monday night?
Yep. In Philadelphia.
Oh, so by the next episode, we should be
we'll know
to
something.
The next round.
Maybe we'll do We Told You So part 5 already. Because we just keep repeating ourselves.
You follow me on Instagram. You can follow my picks. Tyrese Maxey. I'm telling you, the kid, he's going to make a name for himself this series, and he is.
Speaking of Tyrese Maxey, I mixed like almost every name right there. That's why I had to take a little pause. Okay,
You got it perfect.
I did. I caught myself, but my face on here was probably looking like, because my brain was working.
Like you're reading a prompter, and there's like a question mark before each word. Tyrese Maxey?
But like the puppy dog.
Yeah.
But speaking of Maxey, I'm just gonna keep it short there. Game 1 dropped 38 points.
I can't even count that high.
I believe it. No.
Fuck.
I'm kidding, though.
Oh, no, I can count it in Spanish. I'm bilingual.
How bilingual?
I'm kidding. I'm not bilingual.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I got some Spanish. I think we talked about
¿De dónde eres?
Estados Unidos. Yo estoy Estados Unidos. So I'm from the United States. Yeah, we did talk about this.
I got.
Deja vu going on right here.
I got.
But no, so Tyrese Maxey dropped 38 points in game 1. And then yesterday in game 2, 23 points. He's been such a huge piece. And James Harden, I mean, we're starting to see.
You're not asking. You don't need the scoring out of him. You don't need the scoring out of Harden. He's got to be the facilitator.
Okay, I like that. So that's what I was going to say. We're not getting the huge points out of Harden, but that's why it's so huge that Maxi's coming in and doing this with Embiid. And then obviously Tobias Harris has been a major part too, just pulling his consistent points out and putting up points on the board.
Right.
So, like, how do you feel about the whole situation? You just said you don't need points out of Harden. Do you think this is consistent and it's going to be successful throughout this way that it's going?
Well, I think Maxey matches up well against this team. I don't think anyone on the team literally can stick him at all. Literally, like no one on their team can stick him. They could try to, but if they try to stick him, then it's just going to allow the MVP of the NBA just to drop 40 every game. And it's like pick your poison, basically. And Harden's struggling. Do I mean we don't need a scoring? I meant we don't need a scoring right now.
Okay.
Is what I
in
really
this
meant
series.
by that. Because when we get deeper, sure, we're going to need them. Obviously, against teams like if we win, we're most likely going to face Miami, who I still think we can beat with a struggle in Harden with Maxey playing his game because I don't think they have anybody that can stick him neither. Kyle Lowry can try to, but he's way too slow. He'll frustrate him. But Maxey literally is one of the fastest players I've seen with the basketball since like John Wall.
I know he's so energetic going up and down the court. I love
his energy. And the kid's developed a step back so fast. He's a gym rat, is what he is.
Yeah.
He literally is in the gym. First one there, last one to leave. I was reading an article. They had to like escort him out the building. He wasn't leaving the gym. Like, bro, they were trying to like go home. Like he would not leave. They're like, dude, like, please go home.
Just give him a key. You know he's not going to steal anything.
Yeah, right. I guess security got to lock stuff up. And
yeah,
like
probably.
But yeah, he's a gym rat, and I love the kid. I do. I liked him a lot last year, but I seen flaws in his game last year.
Well, he's a rookie.
Right, he was. And our bench wasn't so good to where there was times defensively. I felt like he was always out of place. So I thought eventually, I said he was going to be a really good player. I thought he was going to be like a great sixth man, like sixth man of the year.
A lot of people said that. Yeah.
But that's what I thought he was going to be. I mean, obviously it proved me wrong because a lot of people mixed my words up and said I'm like my grandpa. He's like, you didn't like Max. You said you're a Maxey hitter. I was never a Maxey hitter. I just didn't think he was going to be this good. And I don't think anybody thought he was going to be this good besides maybe Calipari.
To be fair, I said when it was all the Ben Simmons talk, everybody I feel like was willing to give up Maxey, and I was the one that was like, "Do not."
You're right.
And I was hardcore
I'm saying
Maxey
even
then.
Before then, like
no, you're right. Like last year, I wouldn't have known what he was going to be. I had really good faith in him because of just like little glimpses here and there. But I don't.
And
like
to get back to what you just said too. Yeah, at the time I was for giving up Thibault and Maxey 100%, but that was in my mind. We were getting Houston Rockets, James Harden, MVP James Harden. You know what I mean? So if I could see now what Harden's transpired to, did I use that word right?
Yeah.
If seeing what he is now, then no, I probably wouldn't do the deal neither.
What he is now, I think, is still a good trade
for sure
for Simmons. I mean, he's producing more than Ben did.
Yeah, and then you missed Curry, you missed Drummond a little bit. Not that like Drummond was really good off the bench for us. He'll be a starter somewhere next year, but it sucks because you lost the depth. That's what really hurt the team most, and I think it's going to hurt us deep in there. But like I said before on the show, our starting five is so good to where it can literally carry us to possibly the NBA Finals.
Well, and that's the thing too. If they do win in 4 or 5, they're going to have a whole week of rest basically before the next series starts.
Well, you never know.
I mean, unless everybody else finishes up fast too. But
because it could possibly happen. But that Nets series and that
that's actually that is series, such a good series. I feel like everybody.
I was so happy Boston won, and it's crazy because I literally hate Boston.
Oh, I do.
You know what I will say? I give Boston fans credit because they're passionate. They are.
Oh yeah, and I think every Philadelphia fan naturally hates the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
But it is so fun because currently, obviously, we hate the Celtics, but when it's the Celtics and then the Nets, which is also the team that we hate because 1, they try to do the super team, and 2, they have Ben Simmons who just
hate
Philadelphia's enemy right now.
Superstars.
Exactly. So I think that right now, if you asked a lot of Philadelphia, they'd probably be on the Celtic side because Jason Tatum, even though he's a Celtic, he's rootable. Like I could root for Jason Tatum because
There's a lot of people that hate him. But I'm also Jason Tatum. Like I always said, he was better than Ben. I did. Even though Ben's obviously the better defender, but
what was Jason Tatum? What pick? The second? Was he right after Bill?
Second or third.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, that's the Fultz draft. It was Fultz. We had 3, traded up to 1, got Fultz, then it went Lonzo, and then it went, I think Lonzo. And then it went, was it Lonzo? Might be tripping.
No.
He's going to look that up for us. But either way, Tatum wound up going 3rd. And
jeez.
But he was, I think he was like a 4th, 5th pick. Like, I think it was like a shocking pick.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, wow, Tatum. Like, you know what I mean? If I can remember correctly. He was like 2016.
But so, see, I feel like he's just rootable. Besides when we're playing against him, obviously.
Yeah, and he's not like
he
a shit
sucks.
talker. He's out there.
No.
He plays hard.
Has
he
his
gets
little
better.
son out there.
Yeah, Deuce.
Yeah.
Kid's the man.
But so
but
I
no,
what?
I
You
do
look
hate
like
Boston. I do hate Boston.
well, everybody should hate
There's a
Boston
couple
and
players on the team.
Philadelphia.
Like, I hate them as like a whole. Like, I see Boston, I hate them, but they have good players. They do. Like Jaylen Brown's a really good player.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart's a very good defender, and he's a good facilitator. Like he can knock down some shots too when he gets hot. You got some news for us? Lonzo was second. Okay.
And then Jason.
And then Tatum 3rd, right? To Boston. Okay.
Okay, so you were right.
Who was 4th and 5th? I'm curious. Was Josh Jackson in that draft? That's who I really wanted the Sixers to get at 3 at the time.
Darian Fox.
Bro, I loved Fox. Oh, so is this the Murray draft too? I think he went like 7 or 8 to the Nuggets. Bro, I don't know if he was in this draft, but when he came out, bro, I loved him. And I feel like he wasn't getting as much love, and he didn't go as high as where he should have. And Jamal Murray's a beast, dude. He's been hurt the past 2 years, but he's a monster. If they had him healthy with Jokic, Nuggets would be serious.
Dude, can we talk about how unlikable Jokic is? I don't like his face. I never liked his face. He has one of those faces that you're just like, ew, I don't like you.
We've killed him on here before. It looks like his nose is always he always has a boogie.
I just don't like his face. But then lately, like his attitude on the court has just been absolutely terrible.
You see, yesterday someone like smacked his butt, like messing with
him. That's what I was thinking of.
And Kerry got in his face, like, bro, come on, like, relax. He's probably a hothead, is what he is.
Yeah, and it literally though was,
bro, come on.
It was the most innocent smack, like just like they were crossing.
Nah, I think he was only to be an asshole because it was the end of the game. It was like I think a couple minutes left, and they were down, and he was hot at the time, and he went up and like.
I think it's innocent, and I'm going with that. But speaking of this, though. It fits the narrative because I have these screenshots from Nick Wright. And Nick Wright from Fox Sports, I love him. One, I just think he's a great basketball mind. But 2, I love him because he loves what I love also, I feel like. Well, I do love LeBron. I have major respect for him. How could you not? You're a hater if you're not. But also, he is Team JoJo for MVP instead of
he's a basketball guy.
Exactly. And he understands it. So first tweet, he has the back-to-back MVP is about to lose his, quote, 6th straight playoff game. And it seems like he's getting frustrated. But as we all know, great basketball players have never been asked to carry inferior supporting cast out of the first round. It's simply not something we ask of MVPs. And that's sarcastic, obviously. Right. And then he follows it up. He was just firing off all these tweets.
Dude, he's a beast.
And then he follows it up. In a just world, Jokic and Nash, 2 greats, but not all-timers, would have 0 MVPs. In that world, Shaq wins in 05 and has 2. Kobe wins in 06 and has 2. Chris Paul wins in 21, so last year, and Embiid wins this year. Sure. Instead, Jokic and Nash have 4 MVPs because Nash is one back-to-back.
They only have 2 or something, right?
Yeah, and then Jokic is most likely going to win back-to-back, unfortunately, this year. While Shaq, Kobe, Chris Paul, and Embiid total only have 2.
Sad.
That's insane.
Sad.
Like it just and he's always on Fox Sports.
Players should vote.
They should. And he's always on Fox Sports in the morning, whatever their first take or whatever. It's just saying how Jokic, like he won last year and he is not that type of millennial great player that should win back-to-back. And I agree with that.
He's not. And he touched up a little bit how I think I might have mentioned it last week how the metrics, how they break it down, like the analytic way is he gets all these rebounds like in the paint. And like so that technically makes him like a better defender, like through like their system. I forget how he was
like stats wise, kind of.
So what they're saying, like basically, he's defending in the paint and gets the rebound. It puts his VORP or whatever. It's a
Yeah, yeah,
his VORP is like through the roof or whatever.
yeah.
But Embiid's not getting all those rebounds in the paint. Why? Because he doesn't just stand in the paint. He'll defend a guard if he
He's
has
versatile.
to. Yeah, he gets out.
Mhm.
Same with dribbling. He had a fadeaway step back corner 3 yesterday in the playoff game. Jokic ain't doing that.
No, and that's why it's just so frustrating because it's like you said, like it's all a stat thing. The eye test, 100%, it's Embiid.
There's no one that could sit down and watch them two play and be like, Jokic is better. Shut up. He's not better.
I feel like just by looking at him, you can tell that Embiid's the actual athlete.
Yeah. There's a slob.
Literally. Jokic, go home. Fight all his brothers. Fight all his brothers. Yeah. And that's another thing, like in that tweet. So your MVP is going to literally lose his 6th straight postseason game?
Yeah, he's about to get swept again. In his defense, they're missing Mary, but it's like...
I don't care.
I don't care either.
I
don't care.
I don't care. Embiid carried the entire team with him last year. Like, that's not... I don't know. It's just frustrating. But I like Nick Wright. He's on our side. It's nice. It's refreshing to actually see
Nick
national
Wright will
media.
Be on the show next week. Kidding.
Hey, Nick. This is our ask. No, I'm kidding. What if we send it to him? Maybe he'll respond. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, guys. I'll come in. Just fly me out. Got it.
We can do virtual.
Personally. And let him take my spot. I'll stand behind him.
I'll stand behind.
Hey
like
Sam.
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Just marvel at everything he has.
Well, we have to wear the same outfit.
That's doable. He's
like,
swaggy.
Good job, Nick. I agree. Job, Nick.
It's just refreshing to see, though, like the national media actually show respect because everybody keeps skipping over JoJo. Like it's just like he's nothing, and it makes no sense to me. He's been in the conversation all season long because he's been that consistent.
Because they hate the process.
How is that not a thing? They do. You're right, and you said this before, but it still heats me up.
It does, and it should. But
yeah.
They just hate the whole process. But it's like we were so mediocre for years with Iggy and Turner, and it's like Lou Will. It's like Twitter, like, you know what? This city deserves better. We're going to suck for a couple years. Yeah. We're going to suck for a few years. And then we're going to be like, you know what? Just trust the process. So we went through those years, the awful years of winning like 10 games. And now here we are. We're winning games. We didn't do it the NBA's way. But it's like, you don't got to punish Embiid for it.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
There's no right path to success.
Yeah.
And if there is, then it should have been in the rule book, NBA.
We just went a different route.
Yeah. That's so stupid. That's like if the NHL was like, oh, Las Vegas doesn't count because we didn't know that they build a super team with the way that they got to pick players as a new franchise. You know what I mean? It's just stupid like that. They didn't make their Stanley Cup not count. They just changed the rules in the future. And that's why the Kraken suck. But yeah, Flyers fans, NHL fans, you're welcome. That's my Flyers talk for the week, or NHL talk for the week.
Moving on.
NHL hockey head right here. I don't know what to tell you. Jason Martinez, moving on.
Respectfully.
Moving on to something that's not happy. I like to have some
Unfortunately, we got to talk about it.
Philadelphia Phillies have been butt cheeks.
Can we get the lockout back?
Honestly, well, that's what messed us up. Okay, so right now, once again, reminder, this is Tuesday, game 2.
Okay, we're only 11, 12 games.
Well, so I was going to say.
We stink.
Reminder to everybody listening to this.
We stink right now. Right now. It's okay.
Right now.
But guess what? We got the 10, 9, 8, 76.
But we still have to talk about this.
Sure.
I'm sorry. We'll end on that. We'll end by singing the song because we're going to end on a happy note.
We always got to end positive.
But no, so the Philadelphia Phillies, reminder, we're recording this Tuesday. So game 2 has not yet happened with the Rockies, but it's about to happen. So the record's going to change. But as of this current moment, we're 4-7.
My locks, take the Rockies. I don't even know what the line is.
Just take them. But so they won their opening series against Oakland. And it looked kind of refreshing. They lost that last game, but we were like, you know what? That's good. It's going to get their system rolling. Then they lost back-to-back series against the Mets and the Marlins, both division series. So that sucks. And then now, as I said, they're currently lost the first game against the Rockies. So they're currently losing this one.
Right. So hold on. So, all right. So we won the first 2, then lost the third game to the A's. Then we won that game where we scored 5 runs in the 8th.
Yep, the first
Then we
game
lost
against
two
the
against the
Mets.
Mets. All right, that's 2 straight losses. Then we lost 3 of 4 to the Marlins. So that's
Mhm.
5 of 6. And then we lost last night. So we lost 6 of 7. Wow. 7 of 9 we lost in a row. And one of those wins was a game we were down
Yep.
5 runs. We scored 5 runs in the 8th. So
Yes.
if that magical, you can't take it away because it happened. You know what I mean? I don't like people saying, "Oh, what if it didn't happen?" It happened, but if it didn't happen, I'm going to play that
Yeah.
card. If it didn't happen, we could have easily lost 8 of our last
Yeah.
9 games.
And it would have been disastrous. But because I do like that still, that comeback.
Teams go in funks. Everyone is like it's baseball.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everyone goes in a slump, and it just so happens that we're like everyone's almost in a slump right now. You know what I mean?
Well,
we
so
can't get the lineup down. There's a lot going on right now.
so first, I want
I'm
to
not
start out.
panicking by any.
I was going to say, so obviously this is frustrating. It's not what you want to see, but there are a lot of people that are on the ledge already.
It's ridiculous, and I'm
How
happy
soon?
in a way.
I was going to say, how soon do you think, or how where is your point earliest
My
in the
breaking
season
point?
that you're like, wow, this is actually starting to get concerning? Like after a first month, after 2 months, where? Like in June?
I don't really worry till
I feel like they always they'll start getting hot in
when
May
I was
and then they hit a
younger. I
slump.
used to get hot. Like I would overreact. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
but as I go on, it's like it's a 162 game season. We're not even like a 10th of the way through, or a 5th.
Literally, not even a 10th. Literally, because a 10th would be 16 games in. We're not even that.
Okay, all right, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really think that one through. So we are over a 5th. But anyways, we're barely into the season. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to overreact. If we go on like another lose 7 of 9 starting like in May, and then maybe I'm like, okay, like some shit's got to get started.
Yeah, I agree. And here's my thing also.
But I'm not going to overreact right now.
Because of that lockout, they only had 3 weeks spring training. Normally, they get like a month and a half. And they only got 3 weeks spring training. We saw some bright spots, but then they came up to Philadelphia, which besides 1 week has been freezing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not ideal play. They still are trying to get in the swing of things. And that's why I really, it doesn't bother me in that fact because they're starting to get.
And it's cold.
Yeah. They need that warm up period. And I'm fine with sacrificing the first month of the season as long as they get wins here and there so they don't fall too far behind.
Too much.
No. But one thing I do not like about this, I really think Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler are really struggling because of the fact that they only had that short spring training. And I don't think it's fair to them. Aaron Nola, he's kind of worrisome in the fact that he did get those full 3 weeks. Oh, good. He got 3 weeks. But he's worrisome because he really does not look good.
Struggled last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So right now he has one win, 2 losses. 5.52 ERA and 14.2 innings pitched.
If I were to tell you I was on a trade,
16
I'm not one of them people that fire the coach, trade this player because they're not performing right away. Because I love the Nola. I did. I called his breakout year. I bet him for MVP and all. Cy Young that year and all. I liked Nola a lot. I still am a fan. You know what I mean? He's just not performing at what he was doing in 2018, I think it was. But I was on the train last year where I was willing to deal him last year before the trade deadline.
Me too.
I wanted to sell. I wanted to move on from him, cut our losses because I don't think he's ever going to get that back. And I think it's people get into that mental stage and they just need a new scene. You think he has the tools. He just might be in his own head and he might just be like, I can do this because I did it before. But it's bro, they got the homework on you. They know what's coming.
And I also
it might take a year, the whole season, to where teams adjust, but they adjusted, bro. And it's you're hanging them curveballs still with 2 strikes. Stop.
Well, yeah, and
They're getting roped.
And I think part of it's the mental aspect. I think Philly's not the market for him.
Shouldn't even throw a curveball anymore.
Yeah, Philly's not the market for him. But then also, dang, what was I gonna say? I'm blanking.
Wheeler.
No, Aaron just still on Nola.
Still Nola.
But I think the market's just not for him. Oh, and then I think also he's just losing his stuff, like you said. He should be on a team where he's a 3 or 4. I don't think he should be a number 1.
94 max.
Yeah, I want to say 94.
Yeah, he don't got a lot of, and I feel that's the kind of day and age this game's coming to. If you
Yeah.
throw in some gas, then you're really not.
I
You know what
agree.
I mean,
But with the Wheeler thing, I feel bad for Zach.
I'm not worried about Wheeler.
No, me
I'm
either.
not.
That's what I was
The
going to
first
say.
2,
I'm
3
not.
games you had to expect actually
Well,
first game he didn't do bad.
Well, and I feel bad for him because I think Zach, obviously, he should have won Cy Young last year. We've talked about this, but I think he's obviously proved throughout his whole career that he's that good of a pitcher. And then he said that he was not ready. He was late to start. We didn't even think that he'd be in that opening or like the first couple of weeks of the season because of his shoulder. It wasn't ready. And they've kind of forced him out there. So now he's 0-2 with 2 losses, obviously. He's got a 9.39 ERA.
That's because he got roughed up
in just 7.2 innings pitched with 6 strikeouts. But the only thing that it frustrates me because I feel like they forced him back. He could have potentially had back-to-back been a Cy Young candidate, and now it's already, already going to be hard.
His first start wasn't too bad, was it?
Not until that, or no, that was Nola. I don't remember.
I think it was just last game is where he got rocked early. Remember,
he gave up like 7 runs.
Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting smoked.
7 runs in 3 innings.
Remember we ended the show? He was pitching that night, and we gave our predictions.
Yeah, 7 runs.
He only went like.
Oh wait, no, that was his first game.
Oh, he's pitched 3 times.
He's pitched 2 times.
Yeah, the first game wasn't too bad. I don't think. I think
he went like 4 innings. I think gave up like maybe 2 runs.
Okay,
but then against Miami this weekend,
he got smoked.
Yeah, that's
what hurt him. That's why his ERA is.
But it just makes me sad though because I feel like he just wasn't ready, and numbers like these could potentially damage his Cy Young talks for a second.
He's got to turn up now.
Yeah, and it just sucks. I feel like it's put in a bad position.
Too worried about Wheeler, based off his performance last year, and like you brought up a great point, how he didn't really have the spring training everyone did, and his spring training is basically this is his spring training, so
it's not fair.
We struggle against Miami. We don't have a good scouting report, obviously, against these dudes.
Which makes it so weird.
We can finish 20 games above them, but we're going to lose the season series, which is
so strange. It happens every single year.
You just got to expect it. Like if you when I went on Park's app to look at the line, Miami was a favorite almost every game, and I'm like, these dudes are trash.
I don't get it, man.
Like we make Jazz Chisholm look like a star.
Speaking of trash, Philadelphia Phillies center field position. What the heck is happening? So Matt Vierling hitting a whopping 130 in 23 at bats so far, and then Simone Muzziotti, is that how you say it? Muzziotti? I can't really say it. Came in for him to try to make a little change up and get something going. He's only hitting 143 in 7 at bats.
Well, I just looked it up to confirm it, but they're saying Odubel could be back Friday, which is big.
It is, unfortunately.
I mean, hey, the move doesn't look too bad now because imagine if Mickey Moniak wasn't performing what we expect in the spring, and then you look at Vierling and Muzziotti, and you're like, bro.
I know. I wish Mickey.
Odubel was a great signing because if he can bat you 250 and give you some good, he's going to have his moments. He
that's the thing. He's obviously the best option now.
He gets hot. He does.
He's the best option for this moment. But it also
he's an energy guy. That's one thing you do got to like about Odubel is he brings that energy with the rest of this clubhouse because they're all energy players too. And a lot of people don't know that about Castellanos, but he's a fiery dude. He hasn't really showed it yet, but he's a fiery dude and he's a shit talker big time.
I like that.
I can't wait till we start to say. Well, I think once it gets warmer out, once you see,
once they start rolling,
they start getting in their bag. You're gonna see them all. They're gonna feed off each other.
Well, and that's the thing. Like the Mickey injury, I don't think people realize how much of a toll that took on this team because he had something going, and then when he got hurt the game before, like it just switches everything. Matt Vierling didn't know that he was going to be the starting center fielder. You know what I mean? So it's just frustrating in that fact. Roman Quinn, it sucks. He's killing it down in AAA. I know.
Down there.
I love Roman. He just has injury problems. He's hitting 429 in Lehigh Valley in AAA right now. Hey, I mean, they don't have room for him on the 40, but I'm just saying, yo, you better put some respect on his name, Dunphy. You better put some respect on Roman's name.
That's a good dude. He can steal some bags for you, play some defense.
I know. He just has literally the injury bug, and it just is so unfortunate for him.
If it wasn't for his speed, he'd probably have the most double play balls in MLB history.
Yeah, but it's
on
okay.
average.
He was probably taught to hit like that because of the fact that he's so fast.
Yeah, I would keep him in AAA. Let him keep.
I mean, they have to because of the 40 man, but put some respect on his name.
I got
One
you.
thing that does have me worried, Bryce Harper.
Nah, you're scared already?
Yeah, he's not playing for the rest of the week. Well, he'll DH. He's not playing right for the rest of the week because of his elbow. He has some discomfort in it
reason I
after the
say-
weekend in Miami.
Reason I say I'm asking if you're worried is because if there was something serious, he wouldn't be playing at all.
Yeah, but Bryce said, I forget what interview it was, but he said that he's nervous about it just because he's never had an injury ever in his life. So this is the first time he's really dealing with it. And he was just saying how like he's not used to this and it's kind of worrisome just because he doesn't know how this whole thing goes. You're right in the fact that it's nice that they're still keeping him at DH,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can swing with a hurt elbow. How, like, you know what I mean? They didn't think it was serious last week, kept him in, and then he had discomfort and has to be pulled out after this weekend.
I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at it is they're keeping him out there, so it can't be that because they're not going to tell us everything.
Oh no, but that's why I'm stressing Dunphy because this is such a Phillies thing. Is like we look like we have a hot team. We look so good in spring training. There was so much excitement. We're over the luxury tax, and then Mickey goes out. Now Bryce Harper is injured, and Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler aren't doing well, and Zach has a sore shoulder. It's
all right. So we got the Brewers this weekend,
yeah,
and then we got two more with the Rockies, and our first off day on Thursday. So say we win the next two games. We win 2 of 3 against the Brewers. That's 4 of next 2. We'll be 8 and 9. And I feel like
I don't care about the record.
I feel like all the talks will shut up.
No, I don't care about the record. I care about the health of the team.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
That's what stresses me out. And it also makes me sad because I'm like, Bryce, now he's missing time, hurts his chances for the back-to-back MVP. It just, I mean, I know it's way too early for that.
I don't
but
care
it just
about the awards as much as I care about, like you said, them staying healthy, making the playoffs. Just get to the playoffs, stay healthy, and
well, I guarantee that they 100%
win that World Series MVP.
I guarantee 100% Bryce and Zach Wheeler 100% would be like, yeah, we want the World Series. We don't care about the individual. But just for me, it bums me out because that's so exciting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think about the awards sometimes too, and I'm like, damn, the ERA's at 9, but it's so early in the season where he can have like a complete game shutout next game.
Yep.
And his ERA is going to be back down to fucking like, well, not right away because he's allowed 7 runs, but
no, but it
drop
over time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And once it starts heating up, hopefully
he could go on a streak to where he has like 7 starts in a row. So say 7 innings each, 49 innings, and he allows like 5 runs because it can happen. He's done it, and he's that type of pitcher, and that'll drop his ERA down.
Yeah,
ridiculous amount.
I believe that it will happen. I just hope his shoulder's okay. And
yeah, I'm not too concerned about Wheeler. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm not too concerned with Harbor because I really feel like they put him on the IL for you could do what 10 days now.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they put him on a 10-day, let him get right. So
he's still DHing though, so that is a positive thing. It just elbows make me scared, man. They're scary. It's the inside too. It's the UCL.
Any
Tommy John right there because he was rubbing the inside. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you bringing it to life though? Why you're making it a thing? Just
no, I'm just scared.
Keep your negative thoughts to yourself.
I can't because I can't control it. It makes me want to cry, and if I don't talk about it, I'm gonna cry about it. Okay.
Go cry.
Cry to yourself, Sam.
Cry in the corner.
But want to know what?
Because if we come on the show next week and we're crying that Harper's down with a Tommy John, I'm fighting Liam, our producer.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that. We're both fighting Liam.
We're both fighting
It's
Liam.
his fault. Jeez, Liam.
He's just smiling over it.
But you know what?
I think he wants it to happen.
I have some positive vibes right now with the Phillies walk-up song game. Are you ready for number 1?
No, because I wanted to cheat and study them all. Not cheat. I guess I wanted to prepare myself.
I got some good ones, okay?
And I didn't.
I'm putting my laptop up.
Let me ask you this. Are they all hitters?
Like in lineup or they're no pitchers yet. That's like more advanced.
Yeah,
no
you
pitchers
get that,
yet.
And you're like a sicko.
I don't know. Some relievers are like noticeable. I remember one guy. Yeah, one guy one time came out to London Bridge.
Well, who was it?
I
Said it's
forget.
noticeable. We don't even
No,
know
no,
who
no, no.
it was.
It was a minor league thing, but I could tell you that one of Dion's like relievers on his team one time came out to London Bridge by Fergie. London, London Bridge, you went around my London,
Kind of a
London,
banger
London.
though.
It is.
Did he get a hit?
He was a reliever. I'm saying like
Oh,
come
they
out to
have.
the mound.
I thought you meant he was batting.
No,
like,
no, no, no.
They
Now
didn't have enough pinch hitters or something. He
No,
came up to bat.
now pitchers won't even have a walk-up song. They only have their bullpen song. But okay, we're going with number 1, Dunphy, and you're gonna like it. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay. Come on, that's a current song on the top pop list.
Bryson, stop.
You got it. You are 1 for 1 today. That's how you
I
started
last
week.
week.
Yeah, we'll
Then
see.
I went shit to bed.
This next one, gonna give you a little hint. You really like this guy. We'll see if you like it. You like all of guys, so that might not be the greatest hint, but we're gonna try it.
If it's wow. Is this really one of the songs?
Yep. For a swaggy guy. Who's swaggy? We talked about him just like 2 minutes ago. That we don't really know yet. This is a big hint.
Hold on. Castellanos?
Yeah.
Bro, is that his every song walk-up song?
I think that was the only one listed. I don't remember if he had more listed. That was
There's
his top
no
one.
way.
That's what he came out to on opening day. It is.
Yeah?
Because I was like, oh, swaggy. But you like my hints? You're welcome.
Well, you messed me up. I'm not gonna lie, because I was gonna say Reese, and I'm like, oh no, it's Segura. And then
okay, that is
not that I don't like. I love
no,
Bryce,
but you're right.
you know
Your
what I mean?
stands, Reese and Segura stand.
Because I guessed Reese twice last week. I was like, I was wrong in the second. I'm like, all right, I'll be right in the third, and they were both wrong. I'm like, then you said that. I'm like, all right, but I was waiting for I know Segura is like gonna be a Dominican song or some kind of
it is. Jingle. It is a Spanish song.
So I know it's gonna be some kind of jingle. And then I heard that. I'm like, well, it's not Segura.
Are you ready for this one? Gonna give you a hint. It is not Reese. Okay, because once you hear it, you're gonna be like, it could have been Reese.
You didn't do this last week?
Mm-mm.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
But you know them? If I go 3 for 3, what's my prize?
This Bet Parks baseball that we have to keep in studio.
Can I hear it one more time?
Yes, you may. Let me reset it to Dunphy. You made me have to go back. We gotta wait like 2 seconds.
No, it's all good. Oh my god, I want to say, but I don't. So bad.
Who?
What was my hint again?
Not Reese. You're welcome.
Oh my god! I wish I remembered who it was last week. The 3 of them. Harbor DD. I'm gonna ask you this one question because it's decided between my 2 people. You don't have to answer it. Was he here last year?
Yes.
JT.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. 3
and I didn't cheat.
You did get a couple. You got a couple gifts from me, but here's my gift to you.
I went 3 for 3.
I know.
Take away my 3. Don't say but.
You're right. Okay, you went 3 for 3. You won fair and square. Fair and square. I'm proud of you. There you go. There's your Bet Parks baseball that we have to get more of because that would be a sick giveaway. Let's go, baby. But Dunphy, it's a baseball.
I know.
But
it'll be good footage. It's gonna go right over.
Dunphy, join me in our closing song. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Woo!
Join in.
Join in, everybody. But before we actually close out, thanks everybody for tuning into episode number 7 of 2 Jawns Wit. Don't forget to go download the new BetParks app and use code JAWN750 for a risk-free bet up to $750. JAWN750. Better use it. New users all get to use it. So JAWN750 right there. We'll be back next week for episode number 8. And hopefully the Sixers are going to be happy and also the Phillies.
And us.
And us. We'll be happy as
Hopefully
long
they
as
make
everybody
us
else is happy. Exactly.
Right.
But with that, we say 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Woo!
Audio Jungle.